Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2. Let's head to town.
You're risking your entire ship by going out there, Captain. Ignore me if you will, but at least listen to your own men.
We're leaving port right now. Nothing's stopping this shipment to Neverwinter, especially not a pack of lizard folk. What are you lot just standing there for? Bring up the sails! Man the oars!
The fool is risking a ship worth 10 times the cargo he's carrying. And for what? For the sake of a few extra gold for an early delivery.
Well, if it's his ship, what business is it of yours? Why did you try and stop him?
Lizard folk have been sabotaging anything floating that comes into or out of Highcliff. The Double Eagle over there has already had to be repaired 3 times. The good captain is a fool to think he can sail out without drawing the attention of the lizards.
Harbor Master! Out there! Looks like the lizard folk have themselves another victim!
I know it's a disaster, but this is strangely peaceful.
And I think we've all learned a lesson here. If I say it's too dangerous to sail, it's too dangerous to sail. All right, lads, see what we can do to help those sailors. Let's just hope the lizard folk let them swim ashore. Sorry, but I've got my hands full here. Some of the other sailors should be able to fill you in.
I don't know if it's the voice acting or the fact that he already knew that was going to happen. But I get quite a Scooby-Doo vibe from the Harbour Master. I suggest some of you clear off the docks. Some of us still have work to do. Well, we have at least made it to Highcliff now. You're a strange-looking group. What do you want? Why don't you tell us what's going on here? You've not heard then? No ships to Neverwinter. Hells, no ships in or out of Highcliff till they put a stop to the lizard folk and their sabotaging. I'm just standing watch while the men try to repair the Double Eagle, again. We tossed nets down into the water last time, hoping to catch us some of the lizards. It didn't work. Those lizards just cut their way through the nets and damaged the ship anyhow. Clever beasties, I'll give them that. So why do they want to do that? Where are the lizard folk coming from? No one knows. The village elder's been poking around, and our captain's been digging up rumours over at the inn. Nothing as of yet though. Plus villagers are nervous because one of the villagers went missing last night. All sorts of rumours flying around about the undead and other nonsense. Things are just a big old mess right now. So where can I find this village elder? What do I look like, a tour guide? Go ask someone who actually lives here. Okay, well where's the inn? Middle of the village, naturally. You can't miss it. Lots of drunk crewmen there while we wait to hear it's safe to sail again. Alright, well I'll be going now. Yeah, I don't think we can go to Neverwinter if we want to, I would guess. No, we don't really want to. We want to kill these lizard men, I guess, because they're making life hard for the sailors. These sailors are innocent. Okay, it would be a dead end then, I guess. Don't know why the captain has me loading cargo. It's not like we're going anywhere. Can we climb up to the lookout tower? No. I think we might get attacked here. Well now, what's all this? A travelling circus? Easy, one of them's a harbourman. Harbourman, do I care what a swamp farmer can do? Seems to me there's the makings of a joke in you four. A dwarf, tree worshipper, demon, and a swamp-smelling harbourman walk into a tavern. Well now, we may have walked in, but it seems to me someone's about to go flying out. Yeah, you're right, Kelgar. The first one to attack us dies. Well, I don't know about killing, but I wouldn't mind banging some skulls together. There's no reason to fight. This is ridiculous. Too late now. We made the mistake of letting Kelgar open his mouth. Come on, let's get this trouble over with. How often does this happen? Trust me, things were slowing down a bit before we came here. Now it's about back to normal. Okay, well they got the drop on us. Is everyone working for themselves? They can do. Because I don't think this will be too difficult. Now then, that was a fine bit of sport, wasn't it? No, not really. But it did teach them to cross us. Not to cross us again, and to watch their mouths next time. Of course it did. We made a good fighting team. We didn't need this fight, Kelgar. Next time, rein it in. It's hard to steal from someone when they think you're going to attack them. If we're done making more enemies, let's move on. Well, I do actually agree. Now they're all dead, we might as well move on. Fine. I say we try and find another tavern. There's bound to be more drunks needing a punch or two. Yeah, you're deep and rounded character there, Kelgar. But we are after the inn, aren't we? Captain Flynn, so he might be who's learnt some rumours. Who else have we got? Oh, there's loads of named characters here. Okay, let's start with Captain Flynn. If you don't mind, I'm trying to drown my sorrows here. I was told to seek out a Captain Flynn at Highcliff. Is that you? Captain of a ship that can't sail. That's me. Here to rub salt in my wounds, are you? No, my father Dagon said you could help me get to Neverwinter. Dagon, eh? Still, playing farmer in that swamp village, is he? I'd be happy to grant you passage, but as you can see, we're all stuck here for now. No ships in or out of Highcliff on account of the attacks, which means I've got a shipload of cargo rotting at the docks until this mess is sorted out. And let me tell you, there's merchants in Neverwinter who'll have me hanging from the gallows if I can't get my cargo there, and soon. So who do you think's responsible for the attacks? Lizard folk. What in the hell's they're doing this far north is beyond me, but they're certainly causing enough trouble. No one's got the nerve to go after them though. Can't say I blame them either. Well, we know he can't repair his ship and leave because he's tried that 3 times now. How do you know my father? Dagon and I adventured together for a while. You know, crawling around in dark tunnels, getting clawed and bitten just for a bit of gold. He was good to have around, kept calm under the worst conditions, and always had you back in a fight. Thing is, we both got tired of being punctured by nasties trying to keep us out of their lairs. I had enough gold saved up and got into the shipping business. So, I'd like to know more about this. My father sounds like he led an interesting life. Sure, and if you like getting poked, stabbed and shot at, I've had my fill of running for my life. Now I get stuck in a village like everyone else. So who's responsible for the attack? Oh, we know that, the lizardmen. Okay, thank you. Why can't I go in the inn then? Are these buildings all blocked off? They can't be, that'd be ridiculous. That is absolutely stupid. Unless I'm missing something, you can't go in the bloody inn. Is that because it would have been too hard work to design the inside of an inn? Doesn't look like I can go in any of these buildings. That's really shit. Right, let's talk to Zach and Gira. Sorry, I usually let my wife Gira do all the talking. Except for right now. Gira, look who it is. Ilmater has answered our prayers. You probably don't remember me. You saved my life back at the Weeping Willow. Well met, it's good to see you again. We don't wish to impose, but we could use your help again. We still have some money. Yeah, I should have bullied it out with them last time, but I'm a goodie. I'm listening. 2 days ago, our son Andrew ran off to the old Highfield Castle ruins with one of his friends. They were forbidden to leave the village, but they slipped away without us noticing. It's hard to keep an eye on them all the time with what with the troubles about. I see, and they haven't returned? No, it's been days. We asked the village elder to send some men to look for them, but he refuses to risk anyone for them while Highcliff is in danger. With Junie's husband disappearing up at the ruins as well, the elder has become too cautious. We've been hoping another such as you might be able to help us. Wonder if there are lizard men in these castle ruins. It might well be too late. Yeah, it might be important to tell us about who else disappeared in the ruins. William, Junie's husband. He went up to the ruins to get some stones for their home. The elder had warned us all not to leave the village, but William thought he'd be safe enough in the day. It may be too late, but I'll see what I can do. Oh, thank you. We're both so worried. With the attacks on our ships and William disappearing, we've been at wit's end. Anything could have happened to those boys. Well, I'll return when I've found them. Why are we wasting our time looking for 2 kids? And a man. We have more important things to do. Then it's a good thing you're not making the decision, isn't it, Tiefling? Don't start with me again, dwarf. Well, I know it's not our problem, but I have to help if I can. Fine, fine. If you want to waste your time, then so will I, even if I think it is a dumb idea. I, for one, approve. The Mare is not an easy place for children, and I suspect the wilds of Highcliff are no better. I just hope there's some gold in this for us. My purse isn't as full as I'd like it to be. I hate that you can't go in any of these buildings. I don't think I did anything different in the village where we started. In West Harbour, I could just click on the doors and went in. So this one I can, but it's locked. I'm guessing it's his house. Have they really just not programmed any of the buildings? That is pathetic. Right, let's talk to Pa. You there, a little help please. What seems to be the problem? The noise is coming from inside my house. It must be thieves. So call the militia then. There's no time. By the time they get here, the thieves will probably be gone. Okay, I'll go have a look. Thank you. My home's the one right in front of me. Oh, do try to be careful, will you? There's a lot of fragile and valuable things in there. Yeah, really? Well, this is the only building in town I can go in, so I'm guessing it's this one. Right, so I'm guessing there's going to be lots of traps if he thinks there's valuable things in here. So we'll play as you. We need spot mode. Someone's pacing around inside, definitely, I can hear them.
Follow me! Everybody, follow me!
Well, they're not hostile. Quiet, you fools! You've been making too much noise. Shove off, Deluhi. Don't recall no one putting you in charge here. Shove off, taste my steel, dog. I ain't afraid of... Blast, it's the militia. We're hanged men for sure. Stand up and fight, cowards. We kill them quick and dump them in the sea. No one's the wiser. Okay, well I don't want to be stood here, do I? How many are there? Enough that I probably want to turn everyone's puppet modes off. So let's choose where everyone's going. You can come behind this door. You can come there. You have a ranged weapon. Do you have it equipped? No, you don't. However, you can go in the corner.
Of course.
In fact, you can go in the corner.
Well,
You can go in the left
look who showed up.
corner.
All right.
And you can stay by the front door. What am I doing? I told you to go here, didn't I? Did I forget? Oh, there's stuff in the way. Right, so Nishka, you need to have your longbow, crossbow. So is everyone inside? Yes. Come on, come inside. God, they're shooting me through the fucking door. Is it them that threw that bomb? No, it's my arrows. What's she doing? Nothing.
Time, take that! Take that!
Oh, well that seems to have worked.
Yes.
I think that was probably a little bit overkill, don't you? Especially as we were told not to break anything. Okay. So, I've already broken stuff now thanks to this stupid druid. So, I might as well help myself to his possessions. I mean, I've got a thief in the party. That's what she wants to do. Oh, he's got thief tools, so he's a thief as well, so he deserves everything that I take. Well, how many thieves' tools does one supposedly innocent person need? Right, I think we've got everything that was in here, though. Because my allies picked up the smashed up loot. Right, there we go. Solved it for you. Solved your house. I thought I heard fighting in there. And is that blood on you? Yeah, sorry that there were sailors looting your house. They weren't in the mood to surrender. I see. All of you did a thorough job of destroying my home, no doubt. Well, Elena did, the stupid druid. Here, take this batch of potions for your efforts. Now I'd better get inside and see just how bad things are. Yeah, they're pretty bad, mate, I'm afraid. There are at least 2 core lightnings in there. So, yeah, your house is pretty messed up now. I wish I could go in these houses. I wonder if there's a mod that lets you go in the houses and see more. Junie, didn't he go missing? Junie, please. I'm doing the best that I can, but we can't risk exploring the ruins at this time. But where else could William have gone, Elder? You must do something. And what would you have me do, Junie? Sacrifice the entire village's safety just for your husband? That's meant to be a woman. God, she's an ugly woman. You will be to blame if William comes to any harm, Elder. I will not have my child growing up without her father. I understand her anger. It would be tragic if William were hurt or worse, but she must understand that I've put the safety of the village first. Well, I think her husband's gone missing. Obviously, we worked that out, and we learnt it from that previous woman. But what's happened that's made her so upset? Junie's husband, William, has gone missing. He went to gather some stones outside the village, but with the lizard folk attacking the outlying farms, I fear he may have been taken by them. Well, that was pretty stupid. He shouldn't have left town with these attacks going on. It's easy to say that in hindsight, but what happened cannot be changed. Okay, so I understand what we've got to do. We've got to do a job for him, and then he'll give permission for the Double Eagle to leave, and then they'll go. So I want to talk to you about gaining passage on a ship to Neverwinter. Sadly, that is impossible right now. Every one of our ships has been damaged. None is safe for sea travel at the moment. Each time we've made repairs, the lizard folk promptly damage the ships again. Trade with Neverwinter has stopped, and without trade, this village will not have an easy winter. Okay, so what does this have to do with Junie? I suspect that William's disappearance has something to do with the lizards, but without knowing for certain, I can't ask anyone to risk their lives. Well, I've got 3 people here whose lives are forfeit, so I'm happy to look into it for you. You certainly travel with interesting companions, so I suspect you're quite capable of handling yourself. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? I think we've just been insulted. Just take it as a compliment, you two. I did not mean it as an insult. In fact, I assume that you are all quite remarkable individuals to be able to get past the typical prejudices and band together. Oh, well, that's alright then. So you won't object if we look into things? Why would he? If you are certain about this, then I have no objection. I think it's safe to say that everyone in Highcliff would be very grateful if you could resolve things for us. Where should I start looking in that castle? The lizard folks have been concentrating their attacks on the farms outside the village, and the only farmer left is Chandra. She's too stubborn to leave her home, even with the attacks. You could start your search with her. She may know something that could help, or you could simply wait there and ambush the lizard folk should they attack. Allow me to mark the location of her farm on your map. I wish you luck on your travels, and look forward to seeing all of you again.
Hello.
So there's a drunk sailor here. This naval journeyman has an insatiable addiction for fermented libations, as well as a justified fear of rusty razors. That's sad. At least Highcliff is drapes for drinking, otherwise I'd go mad. Yeah, if only I could go to the inn. But that would just be too much work to program a door on a fucking inn. Right, was there anything I can do in this village? Is there a shop? Adaria I haven't spoken to. Well met. I'm Adario. If you need armour, please let me know. I'm the only armourer in Highcliff, so if you be needing anything, there's nowhere else to go. Yeah, you don't sound too happy about that. Isn't it the lack of competition a good thing? I guess, but there really isn't much call for my work in a small town like this. Ah, so maybe he's working together with the harbourmen to create the lizardmen attacks. Well, I'd like to see your wares. I'd have thought if there were lots of lizardmen around, there'd be a big call for armour. But what do I know? So we've got a pretty elite goblin shield of Nullbish here. Nullbish, a half-orc ranger, became the champion of northern orc clans during their fateful goblin wars. Despite this half-human heritage, they appreciated his frost team battle and the rousing speeches he gave from atop his piled victims. When Nullbish was killed by a member of his father's own clan, the orcs squabbled for months over who should bear his shield. Numerous forgeries were crafted during this time, and the fragile orc alliance eventually splintered. So this is really elite. Base armor class +4. And then another +1 bonus. And then +3 versus goblins, and it gives dark shields to humans, so this is pretty awesome. I can't afford it at the moment. I'll certainly remember it. What's a paladin helmet? No additional protection, but comes in a variety of styles, so I don't have a helmet. So I might as well buy a paladin helmet for me. Does anyone else have a helmet? No. I don't think it does any harm, does it? It doesn't do a penalty. No, so you can have a helmet. So he's got another nice shield here, the shield of the Wisp Hunter. Soggy Nurkle, legendary hero of the gnomes, is said to have lost himself while chasing swampland toads as a child. As the night fog settled in, will-o-wisps led him this way and that way through the dark swamp. Outsmarting them, however, he wove a magic shield from the marsh reeds, cutting them with it as he sneaked up on them behind the mists. Replicas are made every 10 years as part of the festivities celebrating his life. So this is quite nice, but it's not as good as the other one. Skin of the Forest must be for the druid, which we're going to drop soon. Okay, I don't know why that's not being drawn.
How can I help?
And hers isn't being drawn either.
Yeah?
And nor is his, so that was successful. Right. He has got some stuff worth buying, probably. We'll be back. We'll be back after we've gone to the castle. So I'm going to call an end to the episode here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for more Neverwinter Nights 2.